Please welcome WLKY-TV Special Projects Producer and Silver Circle Honoree, Scott Eckhart.
Good evening. I've been fortunate in my 27 years in the TV news business to work with two of the most phenomenal, talented investigative reporters in the business. One is already in the Silver Circle, and I have the distinct honor of presenting tonight's newest member, Duane Pohlman. His investigative stories have changed policies and laws, have exposed corruption and wrongdoings, but most of all, his work has helped the viewers. His dedication and thoroughness into getting all the facts and presenting a story to his viewers that is clear, concise, and most importantly, truthful, make him what he is today, one of the best. The list of accolades he has received could take all night, each of them so well deserved. And tonight, I get the amazing honor to present him with yet another one.
To me, investigative journalism is all about uncovering truth, facts that people weren't aware of, issues that they didn't even think those issues were out there. It's about uncovering something that uses a unique skill set to do it. So in other words, the longer you do it, the quicker you can get to the truth, and that's only the start. I do it because I have a sacred promise with the people I cover, that I'm going to do everything I can to expose the truth and give them the voice, which is what we say, give them a voice. But I think it's even beyond that. I think sometimes we say voice for the voiceless. They have a voice. They're not being heard. And what I'm trying to do is amplify their voice to the powerful so that something changes and that we get justice. People are yearning for what is a simple concept, truth. And if you remain dedicated to just going after the truth and you represent fairness in doing so, it will be recognized. It's apparent. There's an old saying, you can't fake genuine. And as long as you're dedicated to being genuine, fair, and looking at it in a very meaningful way, people will respond. They know the difference. They're smart people. Journalists pursue the truth, think sometimes it can be found, and live in the hope that it makes a difference. I think that defines what I do.
Please welcome Silver Circle Honoree, Duane Pohlman.
Wow. Someone just screamed, ain't that right? Look, my speech, as you heard, is limited to 2 minutes, which should get a chuckle from WKRC TV. That's roughly less than half the time of my normal on-air package. So I'm going to give you a quick journey here. I'm going to show you a photo. That photo of the 15, 16-year-old looking boy, that's me. I'm 26 years old. I'm with the Prince's Guard in Dhahran, Saudi Arabia. I'm covering the first Gulf War, Operation Desert Storm. I wore a gas mask a lot. Our job was to cover the troops by day and chase Iraqi Scud missiles at night. I actually cut my foot on a Scud missile. I came home, I got sick, and I lost 60 pounds. We didn't know what was going on. We later learned that the Scuds were loaded with biological weapons from Saddam Hussein. This is me in 5 years later. I'm on a 22.5-kilometer hike with Army Rangers in the zone of separation during the peacekeeping mission in Bosnia. During that patrol, we found ourselves caught in the middle of a minefield. I had to walk in the footprints of the soldiers in front of me to get out of that situation, but we did that. And it was an amazing experience. In 2000, we found these children. Those children were forced to work the coffee plantations in Guatemala. They were often inside walls under gun towers. Our investigation at the time forced Starbucks to adopt fair trade coffee That raised the standard of living for the workers there, but more importantly, it gave those children a shot at a real education. The dangers are clear when you're overseas, but honestly, my reporting here at home has just been just as treacherous. We've investigated white supremacist hate groups, exposed corrupt politicians, brushed up against the mob, and it doesn't make for a safe life. I've been threatened, punched, placed on the FBI protected surveillance, and I've had several guns pointed at me. Once by the imperial wizard of the KKK, who pointed a shotgun at my head on camera. The cameraman, by the way, later ran. My job is dangerous because truth is dangerous. And getting to it sometimes looks kind of boring like that, right? Pouring through tons of documents. In that photo, I'm reviewing the records of the neglect, abuse, and murder of a little girl named Avery. It's a story that still haunts me. I am a journalist because it matters. Our stories changed laws, triggered lawsuits and settlements, criminal investigations, even congressional probes, and people have gone to prison. While I'm proud, very proud of what I've accomplished, I'm truly in awe of the people I cover. Those are the people who courageously stand up and speak truth to power. Even as we receive these awards tonight, we need to keep in mind, journalists are not the heroes. We cover them, period. Today, all of us, obviously, are threatened by the disruption of the business and the erosion of trust in what we do. But I truly believe, journalism will not only survive, it will thrive. Because the fact is, truth is the center of journalism, but it is essential to democracy. We can never give up. By the way, my mom was supposed to join us tonight. She's 83 years young. She's suffering from the flu. I think she's watching at home, along with my stepfather, I guess we call him. They're watching at home right now, so thank you for everything you've done, Mom, supporting my career. I want to thank my sister Cindy, who is kind of like a second mom. For that, I have to give my apologies, and obviously brother-in-law Ron, my wife Sharon, and everything she does to absolutely give me faith and love again. And I want to thank one of the most important people on the planet, my son Tyler, who allowed me to be a dad, the best gift of all. A couple of great men I want to acknowledge. Emil Dansker. He was my professor, mentor, and he was the guy who lit journalism in me. I was there at Arlington when he was interred. He was also a decorated Marine. And finally, I want to thank one of the most important people in my life who left us 17 years ago, and that's my father, Gilbert Gip Pohlman, who still watches over me from heaven. To all of you, thank you.